Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Pisces. If Pisces is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. All right. Let's see, what do these tea leaves have to say? If you can hear my cat, she's cleaning herself in the background here. So, she's quite loud. And our card that I pulled for this reading tonight is the Six of Cups, which has to do with pleasure. This definitely is, and as we can see right here, a person with their hands up, running, a time of joy, pleasure, bliss, excitement. It seems that there are some fun, wonderful things going on for you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I want to look at these two here, and it looks like we have two beings kind of next to each other, and I really get the impression with this one kind of holding its arm out that this really is a time of coming together with somebody, kind of finding great delight in a friendship. I feel like just this kind of going on a journey together, really having each other's backs. It is easy to partake in this friendship. There has been like no major disagreements, or at least, lasting disagreements. I think that there's a lot of mutual respect and kind of just a sense of this person really having your back and you having their back. So there is a confidence, okay, in this relationship, and I think for you this is really refreshing. I think that it's easy for you to make friends, but it's difficult to get very deep with somebody. I think that when you do get deeply kind of intertwined with somebody, it is kind of like a lifelong friendship. And I feel like this is kind of that thing. We're always blessed when we have somebody in our life who, you've been through a lot together, or you will be going through a lot together. You don't fight. You don't put each other down. There's no double crossing or anything like that. I have one friend in my life like that, and I'm so blessed. We've known each other since, I guess, middle school. Yeah, middle school. And we've never once been in a fight, like any kind of substantial argument, disagreement, or anything. And it's not that we just like smooth over things. We're honest with each other and supportive, but oh my goodness, you think when you're young you're gonna have a lot of people like that in your life, right? But you really don't. It is so rare. So I feel like this is kind of that situation. There's a really deep bond. Okay, now is this romantic? I don't know. Okay, I think that this could be more of a platonic situation, although I do see a heart in the middle, but that could be platonic as well. Okay, and so I see you kind of in some kind of, there's something going on together, okay? There's something where you are relying on each other, and I think this is why they are showing up in this reading. And I'm seeing a cat here, okay? And it almost looks like a cat who's about to catch a bird, okay? And so I feel like there's also maybe some kind of mischievous or kind of a real sly, cunning kind of energy coming about. I kind of almost wonder, like, is this like a relationship that you're in, and something's happened. I don't want to say that there's cheating necessarily, but there's kind of some kind of untruth happening. I get the feeling that you've been let down by people in the past. If it's platonic, if it's romantic, people have let you down, okay? And this might be kind of, it's happened before, but I feel like this person just, they're kind of just really out for self. And I feel like maybe this is why this friend is showing up, because they're going to be there. This is like your real ride or die friend. They're going to be there to help you get through this. They're going to be there to help you kind of resolve some of these issues and keep you kind of grounded, thinking logically. And, you know, I feel like it's just, you know, that like there's going to be some kind of thing about to break out. And if you can imagine a cat going for a bird that's about to fight for its life, you know, that's not always a pretty sight. But you have backup, right? You have somebody who's going to be there to support you, okay? And whatever you end up doing. Now, I also see a bird up here, okay? And so I feel like you get out of this kind of unscathed. Do you have to deal with this, whoever this cat person is? Yes, okay? There's not going to be any way around it, but I think that you do have some luck coming up this week. I think that, oddly, in these situations where somebody shows us who they are, it's lucky that we get to see a glimpse of, you know, their treachery before it can really affect us too deeply. Now we have a fish here, and then we have the number 4. So I really do think there's a lot of luck, this is not all so dire, okay? I think that, you know, at the end of things, you're going to really come out on top. I see a person here standing and waving a flag. I think that it's, you know, you come out victorious in the situation. I also see that this cat kind of turns into a bit of a rat right here. So it seems that this person is going to transform themselves into a big stinky rat. So I feel like this is a time of great revealing. Okay. Now, where does the pleasure kind of come in here? I think that is in your bond here. Although this might be difficult, I think that kind of, you know, having your closeness with your friend is where the real joy in life is. So whatever the situation, whoever this person who is a cat and a rat, whoever they are, getting rid of them out of your life is going to be a great victory. It's going to be pleasurable. Maybe it's not somebody you're in a relationship with, because I don't feel like that would be very pleasurable. But I think it's kind of like kicking somebody out. Maybe this is somebody who's more peripheral, but maybe it's just a friend who is kind of the frenemy of the group. Whatever it is, they're gone. I also see somebody pointing, another person pointing. I see a goat here. The goat stands for longevity, being assertive, kind of standing your ground. And I really feel like it's just a sense of, okay, get out of here. Like, you're done. We're not, like, we don't mess with you anymore, right? You don't belong here. Get out. So I feel like there's just kind of this camaraderie that comes out of kind of taking out the trash here. And so we also have, it looks like an H and a V, okay? And maybe that could be a name, right? Or maybe it's a U and it's like who. I know that's like a sacred utterance. But let's see, what else do we have here? We have a flower growing, a tall flower. Okay, another sign of things really, the energy getting cleared out and things going in your direction, a blooming. We also have the L and the 7, although it's kind of backwards. And so that together, if you know, anyways, together they make a box, okay? So I think things are really going to become squared away on the square, as some would say. So what that means is everything kind of comes together. All of the little details, everything is kind of balanced out, organized neatly, you know, comes to a neat resolution. And I also see a person here who is holding a candle that is lit. So this is really a sign of holding the illumination, you know, coming to an understanding, seeing the truth of things, and taking that into consideration, taking heed of that information. And so I think we have kind of a busy journey of somebody really just falling out with you. And it sounds like you and your friend are not having it. And, you know, I think that this, you know, happens. These things happen. Is this, you know, a huge event in your life, a defining thing? I don't know. I don't necessarily think so. I think there's a lot of energetic kind of movement in these tea leaves here, and it makes me think that this is kind of just a minor drama, kind of a drama of the summer or winter or whatever. You probably will barely remember this in a few months. Now I see a table and a person sitting at the table. It looks like it reminds me of somebody sitting and having tea. So, that's interesting. I mean, ultimately, you are sitting here at my table with me having your tea leaves read. You know, but also I think that maybe it would be an interesting thing to try is maybe doing your own tea leaves or coffee reading. Maybe you really do have and here are 2 eyes, the eyes to see. It seems that you maybe, and here are more eyes right here. I also see a person standing and reaching up, kind of in the same fashion of this first sign we saw with the person running, kind of in its joyous posture. And I keep feeling like this feeling of victory, of overcoming this, like, this thing that was just kind of almost an annoyance, maybe a mess, maybe got you really kind of twisted up and out of sorts. But it just, you know, you have your person, you have your friend, and they're, you know, just as much in this as you are. So it will pass. This too shall pass. All right, let's see what we have down here. Now we have another U here, okay? So I almost kind of think like, and we have a fish here too. This one, we have a U and a fish. So I kind of almost, I feel like in kind of a roundabout way, going through this process is actually going to end up being something will align because of this. I think that your luck is aligning anyways, but I think that something will come out of this, and you're gonna have some kind of opportunity. Maybe you will, out of your mutual disdain for this cat rat person, you know, make an alliance with somebody else who has some kind of opportunity for you. You have no idea how much mutual dislike for somebody actually really bonds people. So that could be the case. The other thing I wanted to mention when I was getting ready for this reading, I was thinking, it's kind of doing like a little visualization, and the thing that came up for me is, and this will probably be very specific to maybe one or two people who are watching this, but something about like an old lamp, something like a Tiffany lamp, or kind of something in the same kind of vein of that. And if you know what that is, or don't know, it is kind of like those fancy older lamps that often depict like it looks like stained glass with maybe like a scene of a flower or birds, and it seems like this is important. I don't know why, but it was being shown to me. If that relates to you in some way, I'd love to hear about it. It seems like kind of a message coming through. So I don't know. There was a lot of context to it, but it's always interesting when these clear pictures kind of show up. So I'm going to thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm always so honored to be able to bring these messages to you. We are doing a wonderful job building up this channel where the community is really growing. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps it get into the algorithm. All the engagement that we can get, it's, you know, much appreciated. Sharing the video, leaving comments, you know, and of course subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos come out. I'm on a schedule where I read every sign once a week. And between now and about 7 days from now, when the next Pisces comes out, you can watch your other placements. So like your solar, lunar, rising or / ascendant sign. You can also, I know people like to watch their Venus, and there's a lot of people that cross watch for different people. And if you don't know what cross watching is, that is when you watch readings for people, your loved ones, your significant other, your children, and you kind of just watch their placements to see what is going on in their life, what is coming up for them. So I encourage that. If you like to do that, definitely. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, and your summer or winter, depending on where you are, is going happy, healthy, and fun. So we will talk again very soon. Thank you.